Hello everyone, my name is Carmela Cartwright and I'm going to be speaking to you today about the connection between education and unemployment. I'm sure that we've all known high school kids, and let's be real, we probably were one of those ourselves one day who could not wait to graduate high school. The dream is to get out of high school, go get a job. Well, unfortunately, just going and getting a job straight out of high school, it just does not cut it in the world today. Many high schoolers believe that college is not important. The thought of continuing education 2 to 4 more years after high school is absolutely repulsive to them. Another factor that contributes to high schoolers not wanting to go to college is Mama and Daddy didn't do it, Grandma and Grandpa didn't do it, and they ended up just fine. But again, in today's world, that's not always the case. Just going to get a job whenever you graduate and you think that you would be able to buy a house and buy a car, and even as simple as buying groceries, is not so easy. Unemployment statistics, based on the path that high schoolers can take, is really an eye-opening thing to really look at. The U.S. Bureau of Labor released statistics back in May of 2024 that showed that less people with a high school education, less than a high school education, had an unemployment rate of 5.9%. while high school graduates had an unemployment rate of 4.3%. Those numbers decrease with the amount of college that people have received. An associate's degree, if you had that, or even just some college, 3.1% were on unemployment, while those with a bachelor's degree or higher was only at a 2.1%. Now, that is a very big, substantial difference in the rate of unemployment. So, high schoolers, they need to know that attending college, is an attainable goal. Many times they think that you're not smart enough to go to college, or I can't afford to go to college, or life just gets in the way. Whether a person is 18 or 40, the most important thing is continuing your education. One thing that high schoolers and just the general public need to be aware of is that you can get student loans through the federal government, through a private sector such as Sallie Mae, or you can get grants based on your income, and even scholarships are available. Scholarships typically tend to require a certain GPA. Grants is something that you can get based on your income that you do not have to repay the money back. And your private loans and your federal loans, they do not go into a repayment status until 6 months after you graduate. So this allows you to be able to get a job and work and get established before you have to worry about paying your student loans back. At which time these student loans can be consolidated into one payment. That would make things a whole lot easier to manage. Opportunities are out there, but people have to be proactive to find them. It's not simply going to just fall into your lap one day and boom, you're in college. You have to put forth the effort. As mentioned earlier, a livable wage is something that is extremely important. But you may be asking yourself, what exactly is a livable wage? Well, a livable wage is simply the minimally hour amount that a full-time worker must earn to afford the basic necessities. Based on the living wage for Raleigh County, a single adult with 0 children would need to have a job making $18.51 an hour just to have a livable wage. If you add a child into that amount almost doubles, and it goes to $31.65. These wages cannot be achieved without education past high school. Most jobs obtained with right out of high school, you're going to get minimum wage, which is $8.75 an hour, and that's just not going to cut it. Cost of living is so expensive now that it takes a good job in order to just survive. In conclusion, there are resources available to make informed decisions. Knowing the risk of unemployment for those who choose not to further their education before completing high school could possibly spark the desire to have a more comfortable life and not just get by. Obtaining an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree increases your qualifications that will in turn increase your earnings. I hope that you have found this information useful, not only for yourself, but for your friends and family. Thank you.